This was the gun line. Runs clear from shack to shack. We don't have no fences at Camp A, bro.
Let's see what you got. We took the RV out to James River State Park for a weekend without the kids, and we were so glad this welcoming phone at the front gate wasn't a sign of things to come. We will be remiss not to acknowledge some of the dark and painful history of the state of Virginia's founding and what made it what it is today. Just to make sure we don't understate this, James River State Park did a great job telling a comprehensive story, but some of the rhetoric we've seen in places speak of and refer to the enslaved as farmers, which implies a willingness and voluntary decision to pleasantly work the land. Even in all of its present-day beauty, we should not forget its painful past. The Cabell family, from what we've understood, owned over 7,000 acres of what has become present-day James River State Park. Each of the Virginia state parks we've visited have done outstanding jobs in designing their visitor centers. This eastern spotted skunk was a totally different looking specimen than we've seen, but we will discuss our personal skunk encounter from this trip later in the video. These parks have been great at focusing on the wildlife in the area to include real-life depictions of the animals. The James River Nature Center probably has the most animals of any of the parks we've been to.
Divide that up into you probably get 2 or 3 out of those on just like a little dime-sized piece. A little bit of dirt. So what you want to do is you want to mix it with dirt. Just a little bit, like I said, just a little bit per bomb. Mix the dirt in with the clay, and then once you've mixed them together, then flatten them out and add just a couple seeds to each one, and then you get to go launch them with a slingshot into the field.
Yep. So usually we come.
Ready?
Ready.
Oh, out some trees. The tree line.
Should I have one more?
Talking about the gun line. I just hear two.
Oh.
Talking about the gun line thoughts.
Your turn.
This was the gun line. Runs clear from shack to shack. We don't have no fences at Camp A, bro.
Let's see what you got. Yeah, but you gotta go a little farther than that. Mine went farther than that. Let's see what you got.
I didn't see you.
Our final launch. Go. Exploded. This is nice.
Would you like some seeds?
Sure.
This is about pollinators. And these are the seeds.
Okay.
And this is basically
Thank you.
a little bit more information about how to help, all the.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For info. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's a beautiful butterfly.
Hey, we want to get the word out that we are a community service library. And
I just saw this too. This would be a group.
oh, no, look at my boss.
Nice cycle of a butterfly.
Jumping ready.
We rock surprised. This is our first event together outside the library.
Let's have a little bit of Christmas.
We are the Jamerson Memorial Library in Appomattox,
Right.
and we are here to show that libraries are not just about books. So we have some tattoos you can have. We have some crafts to go in the box over there. We have coloring sheets, bookmarks. You can take your picture as a flower.
Want to word search?
Word search. Okay.
I'm gonna sit and do that today. Thank you. Yeah.
A little bit something to do, right?
Yeah.
We'll get you a craft too, because there's like little scratch crafts and colored pencils with the wooden ones.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Huh? Let me see. I know I'm sounding like a big kid.
I have craft projects. I have where you can color a butterfly. That's what.
That's
Here's a piece of historic knowledge. Following Hurricane Camille in 1969, the waters of the Ty River flooded into the James River, causing it to flow backwards for 8 miles.
Ty River Panorama. This ridge provides a unique view of several mountains as well as the confluence of the Ty and James River. The range in the distance that contains the Friar, Priest, and Cardinal Unseen Mountains are part of what local residents call the Religious Range. The Priest is approximately 19 miles away and also has a very popular hike to Crabtree Falls on its northwest slope.
So the James River is running
Right here.
east to west from where we are, and the Ty River is running north to south. So let's see.
Let's see. Let's see how visual it is. Oh, wow. Look at this view. And here it is. You want to point it out?
So this is the Ty River,
Or is that the James
and
River?
this is the James River, right?
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
And there's a canoe.
And those are the Blue Ridge Mountains and the backdrop.
The Friar, the Priest. You can't see the Cardinal.
Nope.
The 3 ranges.
I think we gotta get some pictures here. This is it. This was worth a little hike. What was it, about 3/4 of a mile hike? A slight incline, and then it levels off. Well, our canoers down there. Well, there's another canoe. I thought it was just one, but there's more than one. Yeah, this is a pretty view. It was worth the hike. I just wish I could see a waterfall. And then we'll get even. All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are just heading home from our weekend at James River State Park. We had a great weekend. We didn't record a lot of content, but we just wanted to tell you about, what we experienced, what we did, just a little bit about the park.
Bear Creek Lake State
That's
Park.
another state park. Yeah, and we're just noticing that, coming out this way to the park, we are passing a lot other state parks along our route that we may give a try if we can get in. This was a last minute find because this was an open weekend that we really didn't have anything planned, but we managed to get a reservation there.
No children.
Yeah, with no children. Because 2 weeks ago we did do a family trip with our kids, and so it was nice. We had a really nice long weekend with them, an extended weekend trip, and so now we're just headed home from James River State Park. Just want to bring you, to give you an idea of what we did. Want to talk about any of the stuff we did this weekend?
There was a lot of activities going on at the park. We had I can't remember the county library out there doing a butterfly.
I think it was Buckingham County.
Not sure. They did a butterfly exhibit. There's also the nature rangers from the park out doing seed planting, seed bombs, where we did clay, a little bit of topsoil, and then the seeds to different wildflowers. We dropped them out through slingshots. Lavisha got a good slingshot out there. So that was fun.
Yeah.
What else was there right there?
Oh, then they did have a honeybee exhibit, where there was a honeybee farmer. I didn't get to really talk to him that much, but I did see that he had his exhibit there, looking for volunteers to come out and do honeybee farming.
Yeah. We did have the Marty, the park ranger.
Mhm.
He was very good going through the history of that park. He works at that park full time. He said basically the enjoyment of his job is he gets to talk to people and make sure they understand and have fun. So not a bad job to have.
No.
But he did say that the civilian, the CCC, the Civilian Conservation Corps,
Mhm.
which was started after World War One, he knew about it, but then he found out that his granddad worked there for the CCC, and they built a lot of things, kind of an effort by the government to get people back to work after the Great Depression. So that was cool to hear his story on that. He did tell us about the one neat fact about the James River. It actually comes through at a perfect 90-degree angle. So it was the James River and the Ty River.
And it was worth it when you go out and see the view, the landing where you actually go out there. That made it worth it. It was very pretty.
And she saw one of her friends out on the trail. Black snake.
I'm the only one that saw it though.
Yeah. But I did have a friend that came and visited me both nights.
Yeah.
I had a really interesting experience with the skunk. First time I've ever had a skunk walk up on me.
Got very cozy.
Yeah, he came back the second night. I showed Lavisha a picture of him the first night, and she came out the second night sitting around the campfire. And what did he do?
Came back again and walked the perimeter
Multiple
of our
times.
campsite.
So she's like, is he coming to have a beer or what? Am I messing up something? But yeah, he came and walked the perimeter. He would come around, walk one way, come back. You see him going back the other way. And there was another skunk that came through. I wasn't a fan of that skunk because it didn't have a tail. This one had a big bushy white tail on it. And this one apparently walked up and didn't know that I was sitting there, and it took off running through the woods. But I never saw my buddy after that. So
Yeah.
but the first night at the park, the stars were
Oh yeah.
unbelievable. It's an international dark sky park, so people come out to do stargazing, do night photography, all that different stuff. But those stars, at one point when I looked up, when I came from the bathhouse, it looked like the stars were probably 50 feet over you. They were so close. Anything about the stars?
It was just pretty. It was nice to be able to get away from the city and actually see stars and see, the whole sky. And we sat there the first night. Was that the first night we sat there? And I was waiting for it to get dark to see if I was like, I hope I'm able to see the stars. And then when it did get dark, it was beautiful. It's nice to just the serenity of being out in nature with, it was really quiet. Just, our site was very secluded. That's the one thing that we're finding that we do like about state parks is that most of the sites that we've been to so far, you have trees on both sides and you're kind of spread out you're not right, next door to someone. So we're enjoying that. And
they all have different values. For RV parks or resorts, they're nice pads, nice setups, but you don't have the seclusion because a lot of them the ones we've been to, they're fairly new, so they don't have the trees and the shrubbery. But the state parks, cheaper, nicer to me as far as just getting out, having nothing to do. The only thing that I did notice about a lot of the state parks, you don't have pools.
Yeah.
So that's one drawback. And I may be wrong saying that no state parks have pools. Didn't say that, so don't kill me on that.
But you do have, most of all the state parks we've been to so far, you have natural water. In the place of pools, you have rivers and lakes and things like that. So I guess that's the trade-off.
Yep. So
Not a bad
I
trade-off.
do like it. It's cheaper. and it's more relaxing.
It is, yeah. I will say that. So far we have done KOAs, state parks, resorts. So they're different. They all have different things to offer, but I think in any situation, like with anything, it's what you make of it. So we've been enjoying it. And like I said, James River, by the way, is probably about 2.5 to 3 hours away from where we live. So it was a bit of a drive, but we came down early Friday, and we just, we got here early and we set up, and we actually got to the park before our reservation time.
What, 11:30?
Yeah, about 11:30. And typically with state parks, here in Virginia, you can check in if you're camping in an RV at 1 o'clock. If you're camping in the cabins, I think it's 3 or 4 o'clock. So, but if there's no one there and no one's in your site, then they'll let you go ahead
If your site's been
if
cleaned out.
yeah, if it's been cleaned out and ready, they'll let you go ahead and check in and go to your site. So yeah, we got there early, and then the checkout time is a little bit later than what we found at KOAs and RV resorts as well. So your checkout is at 1 o'clock instead of 10 or 11 o'clock.
We left early this morning because we wanted to go grab something to eat, get the RV stored up, make sure I get the truck washed off because we did park under a tree that was full of sap. So we'll get the truck washed off.
Oh, speaking of storing the RV, so we have, and I'll let you talk about that too. Go ahead.
What am I talking about?
About we moved, we've changed our RV storage.
So we were storing at a lot in Prince William County. Nothing wrong with the lot.
No.
It's just the traffic to get to and from the lot. It was fortunately on the way home from work for me. So if I didn't ride the motorcycle and I drove the truck that day, I could swing by there, hitch up, bring it to the house. But now we're storing the RV on Quantico Marine Base. And for the drive to the RV lot from the house, it is exactly 12 minutes, maybe 11 minutes.
Big difference.
From the house. Yeah. Just so you guys will know, we stayed at King's Dominion KOA a few weeks ago, and it took us roughly 45 minutes to drive to the RV lot from King's Dominion. It was Sunday morning, absolutely no traffic. And that was probably, 15 miles from the house?
Mm-hmm.
Leaving the RV lot took us almost an hour and a half to get home that day because of construction and whatnot. So to be 11 miles from the house
and not have to get on the highway to get to the RV that's a big difference for us.
So yeah, we'll be storing the RV there moving forward. Plus, it's cheaper.
And it's about less than half the price that we were paying to store when we were storing.
So the other thing about James River, we did eat good at James River.
Yes, we
crab
did.
boil. What'd you think about the crab boil?
Oh, it was delicious. We sat and we ate really good that first night and had enough for the second night.
Yep, and I'm gonna try and be resourceful and use the leftover to start a roux for a gumbo.
Yeah.
So
that sounds good.
It looked and smell tastes good, so I'm gonna try and use that as a roux to start a gumbo. So.
And we love seafood.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and by the way, back to while we're storing at the Marine Base, Quantico. For those of you who are new to our channel who don't know, we both are military veterans. Disabled. Yeah, disabled. So. But that gives us access to military bases, so we can, we're able to store there because of that. So I don't know, if every place where you're around, if they'll let everybody store on the bases. They're usually a lot less expensive than private storage facilities. So if you have, military affiliation, then you may want to look into that if it's closer for you and it's less expensive.
And then speaking of military affiliation, the rules changed recently for disabled veterans. You don't pay to get into state parks.
Yeah.
You can just send out and they'll send you the paperwork to get into state parks. I know in Virginia it's completely free. It's not free to camp, but I think it may be discounted, but it's free to get on state parks. just like it is for national parks with the America the Beautiful card. If you don't have the America the Beautiful card, go out and get it. And I know I requested one years ago. And where were we at?
For Virgin Islands.
Yeah, the Virgin Islands. She didn't have one. We drove up to the park and they both gave us one. So yeah, we don't have to pay to get into national parks. So that's a great benefit of being a veteran and disabled veteran. So,
yeah.
But right now we're just on this drive. This is not bad of a drive going through here, especially on a Sunday morning. But we are headed to grab something to eat. Since we are near Richmond, we're going to try and grab Zaxby's. Don't really like to pass Zaxby's without at least giving it a shot. So
because it's not in our area where we live. So whenever we're on the road headed somewhere, yeah, we tend to make our Zaxby's pit stop. So now one thing that we haven't tried and we hoping we can try this summer or this camping season, we have not tried camping on a military base yet, and we're going to try to get a reservation. There are a lot of military bases near us. We're in Northern Virginia, so we're going to try to at least get a reservation somewhere to try that out, because we just want to try everything, see what we like and see what's available to us and utilize our resources.
And which one are you trying to get now?
I am going to try. I've been told it takes a long time, like at least a year out, but we're going to try to get into, what is it, Cheatham Annex?
Cheatham Annex.
In Williamsburg, near Williamsburg. So yeah, we are going to try, hopefully before the summer is out, hopefully we can get down there and get that one. So yeah, so this weekend we are, just like Brian said, we're camping alone, just the two of us. And it was nice. It was right on time, needed. And we enjoyed it.
I think Camille low-key likes camping.
She does. You won't hear her say that, but she does.
She does her arts and crafts. Does whatever she wants to do when she's out there. One thing I will say about James River State Park was interesting. There were bear signs all over.
Yeah.
Bear trash cans. We asked one of the interpretive rangers there. Shout out to Mary Jo. Mary Jo did a great job in explaining stuff to us. But she said, no, I haven't seen any bears. There have been no bear sightings that I know of, and I'm not looking for one. But yeah, didn't see any bear. Also, throughout Buckingham and a couple of other counties, there were signs on the road that said, share the road. Countywide, you share the road with horse and buggies.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
Didn't see any of those. So that was interesting to see that. Not sure if there's a Amish population or what around, but those signs were everywhere.
Yeah.
But didn't see them. I know it's different from Pennsylvania, where you have some of the side areas on the road for buggies. Those are always neat to see when you ride past them. So anything else?
No, that's just it. We just, headed back home and just about to call it a weekend.
Get ready for the week.
Yep. And get ready for our next adventure in a couple of weeks.
Gotta let people out of church.
So we'll get back with you later, and if not, then thank you for watching.
Yep.